courtesy. The sarcasm is structural. Here it is. Defendant's notice seeking clarification of procedure, findings, and record, and request for assistance in understanding how this complies with Nevada law to the court and the state. Defendant files this notice in good faith and with genuine confusion. For some time now, defendant has attempted to understand how certain actions taken in this case, specifically the closure of proceedings, sealing of records, and off-the-record adjudication, are consistent with controlling Nevada Supreme Court authority requiring written findings before such steps occur. Despite raising these questions repeatedly, defendant has received no explanation, no citation, and no written clarification from either the court or the state. Accordingly, this filing is submitted not as an accusation, but as a sincere request for help in understanding how this process is supposed to work. Because, as it currently appears in the record, it does not resemble lawful adjudication. What defendant understands the law to require? Please correct if mistaken. Defendant's understanding, based on review of Nevada Supreme Court authority, is that when a court closes a courtroom, seals a hearing, excludes the public, or adjudicates matters affecting constitutional rights off the record, the court must first make specific written findings on the record explaining 1. The compelling interest justifying the restriction, 2. Why the restriction is narrowly tailored, and 3. Why less restrictive alternatives were insufficient. This understanding appears to be consistent with long-standing Nevada precedent and recent clarifications by the Supreme Court. If defendant is misunderstanding this framework, clarification would be sincerely appreciated. 2. What appears to have occurred in this case, and why defendant is confused? In this case, defendant observed the following. Multiple hearings, including Young hearings, were closed or sealed. Portions of proceedings were conducted off the record. Evidence offered by defendant was not received or addressed during those proceedings. Filings were sealed or struck without accompanying findings. And no written order appears to explain how or why these steps were legally justified. Defendant has searched the docket carefully and has been unable to locate the findings that the law appears to require. Again, defendant may simply be missing something. If so, identifying where these findings appear would resolve the issue immediately. 3. Why the lack of response is confusing and concerning. Defendant is aware that when a pro se litigant raises a legally incorrect argument, the response is usually prompt. The state cites the law, the court issues an order, the issue is resolved. That has not happened here. Instead, defendant's repeated requests for clarification have been